Contra, an absolute classic. The run-and-gun action game from the 80s is widely recognized even today. But have you ever wondered what lies beyond the two classic NES titles? What happened to the series after the 90s? What versions exist? What's the plot of each game? What does Contra mean? I'm starting a marathon to tell you all about each Contra game. You might be surprised, but there are more than 2 games in that franchise, and it's technically alive until this day, so sit down and enjoy. The first video on the channel and the first video on the way the Contra franchise came through. Contra most of you are most familiarized with is the Contra on the NES that came out in 1988. This may not be the first game under that name, but this is a game that became a classic. Most people would remember the jungle, the wall, the 3D level, the vertical level, with this abomination in the end. But what's beyond there? Well, level 4 is another 3D level, level 5 is the ice level, level 6 is the warehouse, level 7 is a level with clankers, and the 8th level is the nest of the alien main villain. And after blasting away its head, you enter inside and blast away the heart of an alien devil. Going through this game is tough. One bullet and you're dead, and there is everything blasting at you. Amazing bosses and necessity to memorize every millimeter of the game. All that can help you is extra lives if you get enough points, more powerful guns including the machine gun, laser gun, the flame gun, the spread gun, as well as the invincibility power-up and the rapid fire power-up, which allows more bullets to be on the screen at once. And yes, it is normal for games at those times. But if you didn't surrender and got past the heart and witnessed the ending with the helicopter flying away from the island, you know that the game doesn't quite end there. Similar to Castlevania's so-called second quest starts, where the game keeps getting harder and faster with each following playthrough. However, you will be able to loop through the stages again and again and again. The plot of the game goes that in 2631 the asteroid has fallen on Archipelago Island carrying an alien pest. 2 years later, in 2633, military organization Red Falcon was taken over by the aliens, making them nationally dangerous. 2 elite warriors named Lance Bean and Bill Reiser, aka Scorpion and Mad Dog, have proceeded to disassemble Red Falcon, but moving forward, they meet up with aliens and realize that the only way to save the world is to destroy Heart of the final boss. After the successful operation, 2 fighters have saved the world, and they could be considered heroes. However, this is a Japanese story. American manual says a slightly different story. In 1957, an asteroid lands in basin of Amazon River and contained the Red Falcon organization. And only after 30 years was the world taken over and 2 guys we play as proceed with the game. Yeah. Japanese story is the one that I'll always prefer, and with all that, we'll proceed to differences in different regions. First, there was the USA version. This is the version you've been glazing all this time. Japanese version came out a few days later, and Yes, these are story inserts, and as soon as you boot up the game, you'll notice another difference. Moving leaves, and on ice level, it's snowing. This was accomplished by implanting a chip into the Famicom cartridge, chip VRC2, allowing the graphics capabilities to be increased. Unfortunately, it was impossible to implant it into the NES cartridge because it was against the Nintendo of America's law. Sad. And there is also the European version that isn't even called Contra. Yes, it's called Probotector. Most people here are replaced with robots. This is due to Germany laws that a legalized amount of violence in video game. Yeah, this would definitely turn out well. Despite Contra on the NES becoming a classic, not only is this not the only version of Contra, but also not the first and not the last. There are also versions of Contra for the arcades, the ZX Spectrum, DOS, IBM PC, Amstrad, and MSX2, and they all have their differences. Perhaps that would be my next video. The video is already in progress, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And that's it for today.